Good morning, students. This is Padmanabham, Botany NEET faculty. Today in this class, we are going to start the technical terms or technical description of a flowering plant. In last previous classes, we completed that the morphology of flowering plants from root to flower and fruit, finally seeds also. Whenever a scientist or a botanist comes to describe a flowering plant, the position of flower, number of floral leaves, whose relationship with another floral parts, these are all indicated by giving some symbols. That symbols are assigned and given a formula to explain the characteristic features of the flowering plant. To describe a family or to describe a plant belongs to a particular family members, starting with root system, stem, leaves, inflorescence, flower, parts of flower, and finally with the floral formula. With a diagram also, it can be technically described. For that purpose, the basics formula, how to make a formula, what are the symbols used to make a formula and a diagram, we are going to discuss in this class. So the technical description of a flowering plant explained by the formula, the floral symbols. What are the different floral symbols to explain the flower? We are going to discuss now in this class. Generally, you know, a flower has four whorls. A flower has four whorls. What are them? That is one, calyx, corolla, androecium, and gynoecium. You know about meracities of flower, floral meracities. What are they? Actinomorphic flower, zygomorphic flower. Let us start with the actinomorphic flower. What is the symbol? What is actinomorphic flower? A flower which can cut into two equal halves. A flower which can cut into two equal halves, passing through its center under any vertical plane. Passing through its center under any vertical plane. If a flower gives two exact equal halves, then it is called what, ma? Actinomorphic flower. To explain actinomorphic flower as a symbol, we put circle with plus. Circle with plus. That is a symbol. To explain a zygomorphic flower, the symbol was a percentage or like this. Generally, the percentage symbol was used to explain the zygomorphic flower. What is zygomorphic flower? A flower which can cut into two equal halves in only one vertical plane. These flowers does not give exact halves under different vertical planes. Only one vertical plane it gives exact halves, right? Such flowers are called zygomorphic flowers. The symbol was percentage or circle with a line only. Actinomorphic circle with plus. Within the circle, plus symbol. Then, you know, a flower has both androecium and gynoecium. It is said to be bisexual flower. Suppose a flower has only gynoecium or a flower has only androecium without gynoecium. These flowers are called what, ma? Unisexual flowers. Unisexual with only carpel or gynoecium is said to be female flower. Unisexual only androecium is there. These flowers are called unisexual male flowers. So this bisexual condition is a flower has both androecium and gynoecium. Unisexual condition, a flower has only gynoecium, it is called female. A flower has only androecium without gynoecium, said to be male flower. These are also symbolically indicated. That symbols are used to explain a bisexual flower. Symbolically explained by putting circle, arrow mark and plus. Unisexual flowers. Both female flowers are explained like this. Unisexual male flower explained with only arrow mark. So unisexual female flowers are explained with circle plus. Unisexual male flowers are explained with circle, arrow mark. Whenever a bisexual flower symbolically indicated, circle, arrow mark and plus. Right? Next. Numericals. What are the number and numericals? Calyx. What are calyx? The outermost layer, calyx, is explained with the calyx. Right? The calyx may be 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 in number. Right? That number was indicated as a subscript here, K5. For example, suppose these K5 are said to be polycephalous. What does it mean? K number without bracket they will leave. What is polycephalous? The sepals are 3 in the flower. They are 5 in number. What it may be number? Suppose 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. The number indicated without brackets is said to be polycephalous. Next, gamocephalous. The same K5 brackets. So whenever you use the number within the brackets, it indicates gamocephalous condition, that is fused conditions. Whenever you indicate a number as a subscript without brackets, it indicates what? Polycephalous. Then same corolla. Petals are indicated with a C, corolla C, right? This is C as a subscript indicated with the corolla polypetalous, polypetalous C5 or 4. Gamopetalous means fused petals like this. So whenever the fused petals are there, the number was put in brackets. That indicates gamo condition, fused condition. The number without brackets, polycephalous, free sepals or free petals. That is petals and sepals. Calyx K, corolla C, number, whatever it may be the number. Within the brackets, it indicates gamo condition, fused condition. Without brackets, free condition, right? Next, third one, androecium indicates with the A. Androecium was found without brackets. This indicates polyandrous condition means A, 5 or 4 or whatever it may be without fusion, polyandrous, free stamens. In a flower, stamens are free. Right? For example, stamens are fused themselves. What is the condition? Cohesion. A 10 fuse. Cohesion of stamens among themselves, free stamens. You know, stamens are adnated with the other floral parts such as petals or sepals or gynoecium. That is what? Adhesion. So, adhesion of stamens means the stamens attach with sepals, gamosepalous, episepalous, so androecium, calyx are attached with K. 5 stamens which are joined with their sepals, episepalous, arrow mark. Stamens with petals, epipetalous, which was indicated like this, A4 with petals, corolla. For example, then stamens attached with the perianth. Stamens plus perianth. Perianth means P, androecium, AP. Like this. So androecium attached with perianth. What is the condition? Epiphyllous or epipepalous. Why? P means perianth. Right? What is P? Perianth. Perianth means what? In monocot plants, I already told now, in monocot plants, calyx and corolla not differentiated. Both are same. Such a condition is explained with perianth, is a technical term. The perianth leaves are called tepals. Calyx is called sepal. Corolla is called petal. Perianth leaves are called tepals. So, epitepalous. So, perianth also gamophyllous. P6 fused. Polyphyllous. P6 free. Right? So, gamosepalous, polysepalous, gamotepalous, polytepalous. Okay? But epitepalous means adnate with the stamen. Stamen adnate with the perianth. Last one, gynoecium are stamens attached with the gynoecium, which was explained as androecium, then gynoecium, like this, G. Gynoecium G, androecium attached with gynoecium, right? So this is the adhesion of stamens. What is adhesion, ma? Stamens attach with other floral parts like calyx or corolla or perianth or gynoecium. That four conditions are said to be what? Epicephalous, epipetalous, epiphyllous, epigynous or gynostegium. Gynostegium or epigynous. Gynostegium or epigynous, androecium and gynoecium airmark. Epitepalous or epiphyllous, P A to P. Epipetalous, A to C. Epicephalous, A to K. These are all adhesion. What is cohesion? Androecium fused. 10 stamens are there. 10 also fused together themselves, not with other parts. That is called cohesion of stamens. Polyandrous means free stamens. Stamens are free without cohesion and without adhesion, right? Likewise, symbols are used to explain cohesion as well as adhesion of stamens. Next, gynoecium. Gynoecium explained with G. G for gynoecium. Then monocarpellary, G1. Multicarpellary, apocarpus. Means what? Gynoecium, infinity or 5 or 6, whatever it may be, free. Multicarpellary, syncarpus. Means what? Gynoecium, 5, fuse. Syncarpus condition. Free carpels. Right? Then superior ovary, gynoecium, the line or dot under the G. Inferior ovary, gynoecium at the top dot. Half inferior or half superior, gynoecium adjacently dot. Very important. Superior ovary, gynoecium G, base dot line. Inferior ovary, G gynoecium, top of the G a dot was put or line put. Half inferior, adjacently G, adjacently a line was prescribed. Syncarpus, G, number fuse. Apocarpus, G, whatever bit number, free. Mono, G1. Okay. So, number indicates the number of carpel, bracket indicates the fused condition of carpel, free condition of carpels, superior ovary, G, at base of the G, a line was prescribed, inferior ovary, above the G, a line was prescribed, half inferior, adjacent to the G, a line was prescribed. This is about gynoecium symbols, right? Next, you know bracts. If bracts are present, you know what? Bracteate. BR symbol, bracteate flowers. Bracts are absent. What does it called, ma? Ebracteate. EBR. Right? In some flowers, bracteoles also there. Bracteoles. If bracteoles are present, bracteolate. BRL. If bracteoles are absent, Ebracteolate. EBRL. What is bract? You know. What are bracts, ma? This is the flower. This is a pedicel. This one was peduncle. This is a flower. This is the pedicel stalk of the flower. This is the bract. Suppose the bracteoles are found here. At the base of the pedicel, a small leaf-like structure is there. This is called bract. At the base of the flower, a small leaf-like structure is there. This is called bracteole. If the bracts are present, bracteole. If the bracts are absent, ebracteolate. Bracteoles are present, bracteolate, BRL. If the bracteoles are absent, ebracteolate, EBRL. Right? Next. These are the symbols used to explain a floral pattern. For example, a brassicaceae flower. Or cruciferae or mustard family. Explain with the floral formula. To start with what? Bracteate. Suppose BR is there. Bract is there. Bracteate. Then actinomorphic, then bisexual, then calyx. Calyx are 4 arranged in 2 walls, 2 plus 2. Corolla 4, free. Androecium 2 plus 4, 6. Polyandrous. Gynoecium 2, fused, superior ovary. So what does BR indicates? Bracteate flowers. What is that symbol indicate? Actinomorphic flowers. What does this symbol indicate? Bisexual flowers. What does this? K. Calyx 2 plus 2 arranged in 2 walls, each with 2 sepals. Corolla. Petals are 4 arranged in a wall, free. A. Androecium, polyandrous condition, 2 in a wall, 4 in a wall. What is that condition? Tetradynamous. 2 short stamens in outer wall, 4 long stamens in inner wall. Tetradynamous condition, mustard family. We gave example also, right? That is the polyandrous stamens, 3 stamens. Totally 6 are there. 2 arranged in a wall, 4 arranged in another wall. Gynoecium, G. Here dot is there, which indicates superior condition. Next, G2 means bicarpellary syncarpous ovary. Bicarpellary syncarpous condition. Let us assume This is the floral formula of mustard family. Bracts is there, bracteate. Circle with plus actinomorphic flower. This symbol, a circle, arrow mark and plus. The flowers are bisexual, having both androecium and gynoecium. Calyx is there, which are four totally arranged in two whorls, 2 plus 2, arranged in two whorls, each whorl has two sepals, free sepals. Free sepal means polysepalous. Corolla, petals are 4 in number, arranged in one whorl, free, that means polypetalous. Androecium, stamens are free, polyandrous condition, totally 6 are there, free, 2 stamens are outer whorl, 4 are inner whorl. Gynoecium with superior ovary having 2 carpels are also fused, so G2 within brackets bicarpellary symcarpus gynoecium. These are all the informations prescribed in the floral formula of a family. Then floral diagram. Some of the informations were not seen in the formula was explained in diagram. A floral diagram indicates the 4 whorls of a flower by its transverse section. By its transverse section. For example, this is the flower. Calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium, which indicates the transverse section of a flower. The outer whorl indicates calyx. Second whorl indicates corolla. Third whorl represents androecium. Fourth whorl represents gynoecium. So outermost whorl indicates the leaves, that is calyx leaves, sepals, whose arrangement and their estivation also. What is estivation? Valvate, twisted, imbricate like estivation. Now here in the diagram estivation also explained, right? Let us see the diagram of Brassicaceae member. This is the sepals, outermost whorl, first sepal, second sepal, outer whorl, third sepal and fourth sepal. K, 2 plus 2, which are free now, which are free, but outer has 2, inner has 2. Next. This is the petals. C4. Without fusion, arranged in one whorl. Next. Androecium 2, free, outer whorl. One, two, three, four, inner whorl, free. Free stamens, totally 6, outer whorl 2, inner whorl 1, 2, 3, 4. This is inner whorl like this, this is outer whorl like this, right? They are free stamens now, polyandrous condition, without attachment. Any part they didn't get attachment, even though with themselves also they didn't attach. So the stamens with themselves they didn't attach, no cohesion. Stamens does not attach with petal or sepal, so there is no adhesion also. So polyandrous, Total is 6, 2 plus 4. Gynoecium, 2 carpels fused. False septa, parietal placentation. So placentation means what, ma? The arrangement of ovules within the ovary on cushion-like tissue placenta, no? So placentation also explained in diagram. How many carpels are there which are free or fused explained here? Gynoecium to syncarpus. But here there is no explanation of placentation. But here superior ovary explained. Gynoecium, syncarpus bicarpellary and superior ovary was explained in the formula, symbol. But here in the diagram we cannot explain the superior or inferior condition, but explain the placentation condition, right? That is the difference between formula and the diagram. And also one more important point, a circle or dot at topmost place indicates the position of the flower. What is the position means in this? Posterior side. This side is anterior side. What is posterior and what is anterior? What is posterior and what is anterior? See, this is a branch, this is a flower. Right? This is what, ma? Bract. This is what? Main axis or peduncle. Main axis. The part of the flower towards bract is said to be anterior. The part of the flower towards main axis called posterior. So in a flower, the portion present towards main axis is called posterior end. Towards bract, the parts of the flower or the position of flower said to be anterior. Posterior, anterior. What is anterior? The part of the flower towards bract. What is posterior side? The part of the flowers towards main axis. That is very important. So this is a posterior, this one is anterior. Right? A circle or dot indicates its posterior end, opposite side anterior end. In the diagram, there is no bracts. Suppose a flower has a bract. We put a line here towards posterior anterior side which indicates bracts, bracteate. So a leaf which indicate at anterior position, a leaf like structure which indicate bract. A circle above the diagram indicates posterior side, right? This is about the floral diagram. And one more important point is there. One more important point about diagram. A diagram was indicated in circles. Like this, exact circles. Such type of floral diagram explains actinomorphic condition. Suppose the floral diagrams indicates like this. In elliptical lines. This indicates zygomorphic. A oval shape. Suppose a diagram represented in a circles, all worlds, four worlds are represented as circles, actinomorphic flower. Suppose the diagram explains like this, oval shape, which indicates zygomorphic flower, right? So we will see the zygomorphic condition in Fabaceae family, the actinomorphic flower condition in Brassicaceae, in Solanaceae, as well as in Liliaceae family, circle diagrams, right? Mother axis or main axis, posterior side, anterior side with the bracts, anterior side with the bracts. So this is a floral diagram. In floral diagram, we can explain the placentation also. Main axis or mother axis, posterior side was indicated through diagram. Placentation means arrangement of ovules. Estimation, valvate or imbricate or vexillary. Estimation, overlapping was also indicated through diagram. These three characters, mother axis, presence of mother axis, anterior posterior sides, placentation of ovules, estimation, whether it is a valvate or whether it is a imbricate like was explained through diagram but not through formula. These characters are explained through diagram only. But in formula, we can explain in formulae we can explain the superior or inferior or half inferior means the position of ovary on thalamus, hypogynous flower or perigynous flower or epigynous flower means superior ovaria or inferior ovarina or half inferior ovaria explained by putting lines G superior, G inferior, G half inferior, but not in diagram. So the position of gynoecium was not explained through for diagram, but it was explained through formula. Mother axis was not explained in formula, but explained through diagram. Placentation explained through diagram, but not explained through formula. Estimation also not explained through formula, but explained through diagram. These are the diagnostic features of the floral symbols. Some more symbolical characteristic features or somewhat important points are revealed through explanation of the families. That is, four families are there. Out of four, three are very important for our NEET examination with a small description of Brassicaceae. The Brassicaceae member described not as a family in our syllabus, but giving formula and diagram for Brassicaceae. Then for Fabaceae or Leguminaceae member from root to fruit, detailed characters are given with formula and diagram. Solanaceae also having a detailed description in our syllabus, and for Liliaceae also there. What about main diagnostic features of Brassicaceae family, but not in NCERT book, which are given in our book? Just go through with that points, important points. Brassicaceae is a family belongs to Dicotyledonate. The plants belongs to dicots, means their seed has two cotyledons, and it has a taproot system. Stems are aerial. Leaves are simple and alternate. Inflorescence spadix. Raceme. Corymb. Raceme. In raceme also corymb type of inflorescence was seen. Flowers. Bracteate. Actinomorphic. Bisexual. Tetramerous condition. Important. Means floral whorls, calyx 4, corolla 4, calyx 2 plus 2 means 4. It indicates the tetradynamous condition. Very important diagnostic feature of this family. Superior ovary, bicarpellary, syncarpous dinoecium with false septa. Replum, very important. With the false septa, replum was formed. Fruit is siliqua, dry, dehiscent fruit, or silicula. Small siliqua is called silicula. Seeds are having 2 cotyledons, non-endospermic. Endosperm is what not present. Endosperm was not present. Formula: BR, actinomorphic, bisexual, calyx 2 plus 2, corolla 4, androecium 2 plus 4, gynoecium 2, superior ovary. Okay, tetradynamous condition, replum, that is the false septa. Formula, diagram, fruit siliqua, and corymbose inflorescence. Corymb inflorescence are the important characters of the Brassicaceae member. Corymbose inflorescence, tetradynamous flowers, floral whorls are 4 in number. That is very important. Actinomorphic, false septa is found on replum. These are the important characters of Brassicaceae members. Some of the important plants. What are the important plants of Brassicaceae means? Mustard, brassica, then turnip, shepherd's purse, cauliflower, cabbage. These are the important plants belongs to these family members. So some more important points and about other family, that is Fabaceae, we are going to discuss in the next class. Try to understand the content. If there are any doubt, please ask me in the Zoom sessions. Thank you students. Meet you again in the next class.